Okay, you're all set.
All right, Vanessa, are you going to stay on? Because I'm going to need to be able to share my screen quickly at some point. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund, March 26, 2021 at 12 p.m. Let me read Governor Baker's order. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order superseding certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund shall be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and or parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the Town of Southborough's website at www.southboroughtown.com. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to watch and participate in the meeting may do so in the following manner by finding the meeting at www.southboroughtown.com/remote meetings. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on Southborough's website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible following the meeting. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that's done. Call the meeting to order at 12:04. All members except for Mr. Boland are present. And Vanessa, I'm set to share screen. Yes.
Do you see the green button at the bottom?
I do. I just hit it. Yep. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. It's got it. Okay. Go back and try this again. Okay. Perfect. All right. Can everybody see this document that's up on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to go over this quickly, kind of to update everybody where we're at, how the meeting with Karen Moran initially went, that she had offered suggestions and some things that were required to be taken care of prior to the P&S and the sale taking place. So the board on 11/19/18 had authorized up to $10,000 to help facilitate the sale of this property. So if you look at the tasks list, I just wanted to run through a couple briefly. Under the completed tasks, we've had to have 2 rooms painted, installing a new front door, which is currently taking place. We replaced the mailbox, we removed a screen, we repaired a cabinet, replaced lights. The labor for that, we are using the facilities gentleman to do that. With the overtime, it's $40 an hour per man. It would have came under prevailing wage had we gone a different route and put this out. So we estimated 40 hours for everything. They're at just over 21 right now in the painting, and a lot of the things are done. So under materials, the largest cost in that is the cost of the door. To replace the door was $1,200. It was rot around the outside as well. So that is the largest number of the cost, short of paint and light bulbs and whatnot. There was a 1/2-inch crack in the foundation in the garage that needed to be fixed. Water was leaking in through it. So that has been done. CrackX did that, and that estimated bill is $725. We had to bring in to have the furnace serviced, and it failed. Something within the unit itself is cracked, and it's leaking things that shouldn't be leaking. I'll leave it at that. So far, that's $39.25 roughly. So we did go out and look to have the furnace replaced. And I'm actually going to bop over. I'll come back to it actually. So we have a quote, which I had sent to all of you as well from Falcone. We did have HVAC give us a quote as well. The reason it's a little bit higher is again because of prevailing wage. So the quotes came in within a few $100s of each other, and Falcone has the ability to be able to get this done next week. So that's why we have them. A Title V is being done on Tuesday. The cost of that is $900. And then these are just some minimal extra costs. The Realtor is still suggesting, even though the unit was shown, that we shampoo the carpets upstairs. There may have been an animal there. There could be an allergy issue. So facilities is once again going to do that. They're going to rent a shampooer and just some minor cleaning. The only number I don't have yet is for legal, for town council, for the PNS and closing. He did the prior PNS on this, and he has been working with Karen Miranda all along. They're looking to have a PNS in place next week. So with the additional tax to be completed outside of council, we're over 10,000 there alone. So what I'm asking for today, and Chelsea, jump in if I missed anything. What I'm asking for today is for the Affordable Housing Trust to authorize up to another 10,000. I don't think we're going to need it, but we're at 14 roughly now. I don't, again, if something small comes up, including, Aldo's legal, it just makes sense to have it authorized so we can move forward. I will bring up the furnace sheet that I gave to everybody in case there's any questions on that. Also, as an update, the first qualified family viewed the property yesterday. They are interested in moving forward, except they want to have a home inspection, and that's being scheduled for next week. So once that goes through, then the PNS will move forward, and Stockwell will be off the market, and there'll be a nice family moving in there, which is a plus. So with that, if anyone has any questions on this, sure, go ahead, Sam.
A couple of things, Lisa.
Yep.
I assume that we now believe that there should be no problem with the home inspection, given that our folks have gone through and fixed the things that they believe need to be fixed.
Correct, Sam. There was a home inspection done when the town, Brian Schiffrin arranged that, when the town got the house back. So these are just, the furnace, it's over 25 years old. There was no way to know then that it was as short as it was at the end of its life.
Is there any reason to expect that there would be a problem with the Title V inspection?
No. I had briefly spoken to Lakeside. They have done all of the pumping, and they did the last Title V as well.
Okay, thank
It
you.
was done in, we just missed the window. It was done in 18. So,
Good.
yeah.
So we should be good to go then, as far as you know at this point with these kind of numbers.
Yes, and like I said, we walked through everything. I mean, there's going to be a new furnace. The foundation crack is fixed. So I can't anticipate anything major going forward. So,
Good, thank you.
all right. Anyone else?
And just to
Lisa?
note, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Brian. I think it was Brian.
Yep, thank you. A couple quick questions. The furnace, I assume this furnace is specific to this unit itself and that the other unit has its own separate furnace as well?
Correct.
Okay, and the door, the front door, is that the common door to both units, or was this door specific to this unit as well?
So it is the common door, Brian. Why, I guess, why we're paying for the cost of the door is the people on the other side in 16A actually replaced the subfloor because, again, there's leaking going on. So they actually bore the cost to rip up the floor, redo the subfloor and put flooring in, and they didn't come back to the town. So I thought, half of the cost of this seemed reasonable. And again, anybody on the board can disagree with me. I thought it made sense for us to just replace it where they had already incurred, the flooring's beautiful that they put in there. So that was why.
Yep, that's it. I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you. Chelsea, you wanted to add?
I just wanted to say that the roof is not the original roof that had been replaced already. So that would be the other big ticket.
Anybody else? Again, I can't see you all on my screen. So I'm actually going to end this share so we can all, there we go. We can all see each other again. Marty, did you have anything? Dorianne, anything? Go ahead. Unmute. You're still muted.
I'm never muted. Did the inspector check the seals on the windows? If those windows are 25 years old, there's no problem with any of them, right?
They would have been done. That would have been done back in 2018. So
Okay.
again, I'm assuming at this point, no, but I can't say for sure. Obviously, the inspection could turn up anything,
I just wouldn't want this family to move in and then have something major go wrong that they couldn't afford to fix. So
Nope, and I appreciate that,
Sure.
Doreen, and that's why I'm almost thankful that we had an issue with the boiler now. you know, in case the new family had moved in and then a week or two later, you know, the furnace had failed and could potentially put the family in danger. So, okay. So does anyone have any questions on the furnace itself? I know I sent you the specs of what we were going to use okay. So, I would then be asking for a vote to authorize an additional $10,000 to be used towards the resale of 16B Stockwell Lane.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Chelsea, and we'll go around. Mr. Stivers,
Aye.
Ms. Malinowski,
Aye.
Ms. Jazinski,
Aye.
Mr. Healy,
Aye.
Mr. Shea,
Aye.
Ms. Braccio, aye. So that is basically it. I'll sign the contract with Falcone. They're waiting for it. They've kept, like I said, they kept spots open for next week, and we'll get moving on it, and hopefully we'll have a better update at our next meeting, and hopefully it'll be to sign off on the sale. I can
Lisa,
say,
just curiosity, is
Sure.
the family from Southborough or from outside of Southborough?
so Karen couldn't share a whole lot of information, Marty, other than that it's a family with 2 children.
Okay,
So it's like the perfect neighborhood, you know?
Cool.
So I don't have, I spoke to her just before the meeting just to make sure there wasn't anything else I could share. So, and then again, the home inspector's coming out next week. And I will say, thankful to John Parent. He has, through this process, been amazing helping get forms filled out. The facilities guys have done a truly amazing job. Once again, we've more than gotten our money's worth for, you know, the work that they did. So,
Lisa,
yes, Sam.
just personal opinion. I think if the home inspection comes up with things that are relatively minor things, I'm hoping that the will of the group that we pay for it and keep this moving. I think there's great value in keeping the transaction moving. And if it's, you know, a few $100s here or there kind of thing to deal with the home inspection stuff, I'm certainly in favor of doing that. Obviously, if anything big comes up, we ought to
Right.
talk about it, but small stuff, let's keep going.
Yep, I agree. Anyone else have anything other than that thought process moving forward? Okay, great, Sam, thank you. So
Thank you.
does anyone have any other matters?
Adjournment?
There you go. Is that a motion, Sam?
It is.
All right, and Mr. Stivers?
I move to adjourn.
Okay, I got it. Ms. Dot, we have to vote.
Aye,
to-
aye,
sorry.
okay,
Thank
got
you,
it.
sorry. Chelsea,
Aye.
Dorianne,
Aye.
Marty,
aye.
Brian,
Aye.
and Lisa, I thank you all. Appreciate everything, and hopefully we'll have some updates soon. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.